Hare Krishna. Please excuse me, I have a little cold. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yamuna Tiravanchari Yamuna Tiravanchari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yamuna Tiravanchari Yamuna Tiravanchari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. I don't have a voice. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jaya Radhe Shyam. Jaya Lalita Vishaka, Lalita Vishaka, Lalita Vishaka, Jaya Lalita Vishaka. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Patita Pavana Sila Prabhupada, Patita Pavana Sila Prabhupada. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Buddhaya Shrimati Prabhupada Krishna Krishna. Prabhupada Sahityam Yapakasha Patirsa Charangirvan Sadhu Vagatpate Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschachade Satane Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanyam Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Dadati Swapadhantikam Vandeham Shiguru Sijuta Padakamalam Shiguru Vaisnavamscha Sirupam Sa Sabadutang Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakamvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya We continue reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, English translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Text number 19 of the 10th chapter, The Opulence of the Absolute. Huh? I was told to do 19. Yes? Who was here yesterday? Yesterday was both festival. 19 today, right? We have regulars here who know the verse. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Hanta te katayishyami Divya hi atma vibhūtaya Pradanyanta kuru shreshta Nāsti anto vistarasya Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Hanta te katahishyami Divya hi atma vibhūtaya Padayanta kuru shrishta Mastu nastiyanto vistarasya Shri Bhagavan uvacha Hantate kathayisyami Divyahi atma vibhūtaya Pradanyata kuru shrishta Nastu nastiyanto vitarasya Shri Bhagavan uvacha Antate kathayisyami Divyahi atma vibhūtaya Padayanta kuru shrishta Nastanto vistarasya Padayanta kuru shrishta Nastanto vistarasya Bhagavan vacha Antate kathayisyami Padayanta kuru shrishta You don't change. Whatever the speaker, the way he chants, this is how we also chant. Okay, we can chant this in 100 different melodies. But then we'll all get confused which one to follow. Better, it's like in kirtan. We follow what the kirtan, the way he's singing, right? I don't make up my own way of interpretation. Just in the future. So that we don't, some kind of disturbance is there. Okay? Alright, Matajis. Shri Bhagavan vacha Hanta deka katishyami Vibhyahi atma vibhūtaya Padayanta kuru shrishta Nāsti anto vistarasya Shri Bhagavan uvacha Anta deka katishyami Divyahi atma vibhūtaya Word for word meaning, Shri Bhagavan uvacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Hanta, yes, te, unto you, kathayisyami, I shall speak, divya, divine, he, certainly, atma vibhūtaya, personal opulences, padayanta, which are principal, kuru shreshta, O best of the kurus, na asti, there is not, anta, limit, vistarasya, to the extent, me, my. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent, O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. Everybody please repeat. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are permanent, O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. Purport. It is not possible to comprehend the greatness of Krishna and his opulences. The senses of the individual soul are limited and do not permit him to understand the totality of Krishna's affairs. Still, the devotees try to understand Krishna, but not on the principle that they will be able to understand Krishna fully at any specific time or in any state of life. Rather, the very topics of Krishna are so relishable that they appear to the devotees as nectar. Thus, the devotees enjoy them. In discussing Krishna's opulences and his divine energies, the pure devotees take transcendental pleasure. Therefore, they want to hear and discuss them. Krishna knows that living entities do not understand the extent of his opulences. He therefore agrees to state only the principal manifestations of his different energies. The word yata, principle, is very important because we can understand only a few of the principal details of the Supreme Lord, for his features are unlimited. It is not possible to understand them all. And vibhūti are used in this verse refers to the opulences by which he controls the whole manifestation. In the Amarakosa dictionary, it is stated that vibhūti indicates an exceptional opulence. The impersonalist or pantheist cannot understand the exceptional opulences of the Supreme Lord, nor the manifestations of his divine energies. Both in the material world and in the spiritual world, his energies are distributed in every variety of manifestation. Now, Krishna is describing what can be directly perceived by the common man. Thus, part of his variegated energy is described in this way. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Bhagavan uvacha hanta te kathayishyami dibhya hi atma vibhūtaya padhayanta kurushashta nāstiyanto vistarashyame. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent, O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. So we are in a different section now. Now, in the next few verses, up to text 42. How many verses are in here? Opulence, 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 opulence. Text 42. That's the last verse. We will be hearing Lord Krishna's partial opulences. Examples will be given whereby the greatness of the Supreme Lord will be explained according to our understanding. Not like this microphone, which is not going properly. No, that's not the problem is the mic. You have to change the mic. The microphone is 5th class. Do you have a Sennheiser there? Is that a Sennheiser? Huh? Let me see. You should get the same one that they use in the temple room, because the classes here is as good as the temple room's class. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Change this. It goes up and down. Yeah, there's no problem. The problem is this and the connection, right? Hare, 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 Hare Ram. Wow, we are the best temple in the world, and our sound system is 5th class. Haribol. Okay, I'm not going to touch it. I'm sure it's going to change again. Yeah, this is like the greatest of the microphone. Haribol! I'm sorry. This is a little disturbing, because I have to project my voice. I have a little cold and it's difficult. Prabhu, don't touch anymore. Change the whole wiring and the microphone, okay? All right, so back to Bhagavad Gita. Here it says that Krishna's opulences are unlimited. But in the next few verses, starting today, 19, till the end of this chapter, the opulence of the Absolute, there are many examples whereby it'll be given, like of the mountain, I'm the Himalayas. Of the sages, I'm Brihaspati, and so on and on and on and on. Because the Supreme Lord is unlimited, it's not possible for us to understand Him. We are minute, we are Anu, and Krishna is Vibhu. How can a minute living entity will be able to understand the Supreme Absolute Truth, who is unlimited? It is beyond our comprehension. An example is given that we may count all the atoms in the universe, and still it is not enough. It is not enough for us to understand who is Lord Krishna. His glories, His pastimes, it says here, the senses of the individual soul are limited and do not permit him to understand the totality of Krishna's affairs. Krishna is also always expanding every second. So it's not possible for us to fully understand the Supreme Lord. His activities, not just His greatness, His activities as well. The different pastimes the Supreme Lord performed, even 5,000 years ago. I have a list here. I'm going to tell you. It's very interesting. That Krishna performed different pastimes during His different age, 5,000 years ago. So I'm going to ask you some questions. How old was Krishna when He killed Putana? Hey, one by one. 7 years. What? 7 days? Huh? 6 days. It's correct. It says here, Krishna was only 6 days old. Maybe 6.5. Okay, you're correct. 7. That was the first time that Krishna killed the demon. How about Sṛṇvato? How old was Sṛṇvato when Krishna killed Sṛṇvato? Sṛṇvato is who? The whirlwind demon, right? How old was he? 1 year. 1 year. So there's a big gap here, okay? 6 days and then 1 year. There is also Sakatasura, but I don't have it here. How about Damodar Leela? What time? Or what? Huh? 3 years during Kartik month. 2 years and 2 months to be exact. 2 years and 2 months. When they moved to Gokul, from Gokul to Vrindavan, how old was this? Same. After the Damodar Leela, after that, they decided to move to Vrindavan. And the first stop was in Chatikara. Okay, it says here, what time did he started herding the calves? He's still young that time. How old was he? No. Yes. It says here, he was 2 years and 4 to 5 months. Have you seen 2-year-old walking with the calves? No, they'll be running back and forth here, making all the noise and nuisance. So Krishna was 2 years, okay? But Sasura, how old was he when he killed Vatsasura? Remember the boat festival when I told this story about the boat festival? It was only, it says here, 2 years and 4 to 5 months. All at the same time. Vatsasura, Bakasura, and Vyomasura. Next, how about the Brahma Bimohan Leela? How old was he? When Lord Brahma stole the calves and the cowherd boys, how old Krishna at that time? 5? No. No. Yes. Says here, a little more than 3 years. So these are really like, it's very, actually Krishna's age, he may be seemingly young, but he is more advanced by age. That means 2 years, but he is acting like a 6-year-old boy or a 7-year-old boy. Krishna started herding the cows. How old was he? Remember we celebrate Gopastami during Kartik? Right? How old was Krishna that time? Then he was given, okay, he's old enough. And Nanda Baba says, okay, you can bring the big cows now to the pasturing ground. How old was he? 4 years, 2 months, and 2 weeks. This is according to Sūta Gosvāmī from the 10th canto. How old Krishna when he killed, or not killed, but danced on the hoods of Kaliya? You're close, very close. It's a little more than 4 years old. See, all of them is just like, the sweetest pastimes of the Supreme Lord is Balya Leela, when he is in childhood. Okay. How old when he killed Dhenuka? Who is Dhenuka? The horse, right? Donkey. Oh yeah, assuming the same. Horse, donkey. Little horse. How old was Krishna? A little more than 6 years. How about Pralamba? Who is Pralamba? He disguised as a cowherd boy. Yeah, Balaram killed him. Yes? Or he became heavier and heavier. Okay, so how old is he? Same, 6 years and 10 months. This is important. How about the Venu Gita pastimes? How old was Krishna? 7 years old. Because the Rasa Lila happened when he was 7 years old. So they're children. Innocent. There is no tinge of lust. There is no tinge of having this affection due to material contamination. No. There's so many here. I guess I have to say this later on. The exact Rasa Lila that happened was he was 8 years old and 1.5 months. 8 years old. That means the gopis will be like 1 year younger than him. Aristasura, Keshi. How old was Krishna when he killed Kamsa? Huh? 11 years old, because he left Vrindavan around that time, 11 years old. It says here 11 years, 6 months and 6 days, to be exact. This is coming from Srila Jiva Gosvāmī, from Śrīmad Bhagavatam Mika, Canto 10, Chapter 45, Text 3. That means his tika. So the Lord is unlimited. We are not able to understand fully the opulence of the Supreme Lord. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. There's no backup here? Also, there's no backup? Again, this is the opulence of Krishna Balaram Mandir. It's very difficult to speak here. Hare Krishna. I would suggest, just like in the temple room, you should have a backup of battery here. You don't have? Hare Krishna. This is part of Krishna Balaram Mandir, okay? So, whatever, you should have a battery to back this up. Okay, so it says here, for the devotees to discuss the opulence, the greatness, whenever they discuss topics about the Supreme Lord, it is considered to be nectar. What's the meaning of nectar? Amrita. Amrita means something which is very special, relishable. The taste is so sweet that you can keep on drinking and drinking and drinking, and there is no satiation. There is no tiredness. It's like if there is a feast and there's a nice nectar, you can just drink the nectar and don't taste the rest of the feast. You'll be satisfied by drinking the nectar, especially during Balaram, Jayanti. We have this special, nice, almost like somaras. Somaras is like the drink of the demigods, very intoxicating. But it's not like the kind of intoxication of drinking wine or liquor in a material platform. It makes you clear in thinking, but at the same time keeps you intoxicated. So nectar, it says here, why do devotees try to understand Krishna? Why? It says, not on the principle to know Krishna fully at any specific time or any state of life. Rather, topics of Krishna are so relishable, they appear as nectar. It is very relishable. It is not like the daily news that we read. I hope you're not reading newspapers, but Prabhupada will also glance to see what's going on in the world. It is not that we'll spend 2-3 hours reading the newspapers and try to solve the puzzle, crossword puzzle. In the material world, there's so many newspapers. If you go to Delhi or in big cities like New York or Detroit or wherever, there are heaps and heaps of newspapers, but it's the same news. Someone died, someone took birth, there's a war, everything is the same. But Prabhupada says his Guru Maharaj can produce spiritual news every moment. And it will not be repeated, it will be always fresh. Talking about Lord Krishna, his different expansions, yes. That's why Lord Krishna's glories are unlimited because of his different expansions. The name also which is equated to Lord Krishna is he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When we mean by Godhead, Godhead means he is the source of all of these unlimited incarnations. Equal in potency according to the function or the activities that they perform. Like Lord Narayan is none different than Lord Krishna. Lord Nrsimhadev is none different than Lord Krishna. Lord Ramachandra is none different than Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none different than Krishna. And all of these different Leela avatars, Barahadev, Kurmadev, Matsya, all of this, different incarnations, Hayagriv, Ananta says, or even Ananta says, who's having these unlimited mouths, because he has unlimited hoods. Even right now is glorifying the glories, the unlimited potency and pastimes of the Supreme Lord, and there is no limit, always. So similarly, when the devotees, they are describing these different pastimes, glories, name, fame, form, qualities, and pastimes of the Supreme Lord, they cannot stop from doing it because they taste nectar. Like, again, Parikshit Maharaj, for 7 days, he just forgot, no eating. And no one moved also. How they did it? Because this nectar fulfills, or they become satisfied. They don't need any, this material hunger really did not touch them. Devotees enjoy them and take transcendental pleasure. So there is a word here, pradayanta, principle. So mostly what we're going to hear in the next few days are the general not all. We will not have enough time also if Vyasadeva, or if Lord Krishna told Arjuna all of his unlimited opulence, then he will get stuck in the 10th chapter only. He'll not be able to go and finish the whole Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, which is, according to Srila Prabhupada, is around half an hour to 45 minutes, the conversation. So, here, Krishna knows the limits of the living entities and therefore agrees to state only the principal manifestations of his different energies. We will read that later. So vibhūti also, vibhūti, vibhūtaya, says here, atma vibhūtaya, personal opulences. It says here that vibhū refers to by which he controls the whole manifestation. It indicates an exceptional opulence. It's just amazing. He is the creator of this universe, but at the same time, of the unlimited universes, but at the same time, he is not touched. He is there, but at the same time, the universe is not Krishna. One of the most amazing pastimes of the Supreme Lord is that when Mother Yasoda was told by the cowherd boyfriends of Lord Krishna that Krishna ate mud or earth. So within, just try to understand this, and we will not be able to understand. Mother Yasoda opened the mouth of Lord Krishna and she saw the universal form. She saw Vrindavan. They are in Vrindavan, but she saw also Vrindavan inside the mouth of Krishna. She also saw herself. And she also saw Krishna inside the mouth of Krishna. How is this? It's incomprehensible. Can you see yourself inside you? No, we will see a lot of dirt inside. So Krishna is there. He's outside, but he's also inside. That's why Prabhupada says there is no difference between Krishna outside and Krishna inside. Unlike some commentator of Bhagavad Gita says, oh, we should worship the person within Krishna, not Krishna himself, because Krishna also has a soul. That's true. You know who is the soul of Krishna? Radharani. Radharani is the soul of Krishna, and Radharani's soul is Krishna. Again, Radha and Krishna is the same. So, it's incomprehensible. But for our own understanding, Krishna will tell Arjuna these different opulences that he has, just like general. Up to a certain extent that for our own understanding, he will give different examples. So this is the subject matter from the next few verses. But then before that he will say that I am super soul seated in the hearts of all living entities. Okay? So we stop here for now. Any question or comment? Any question? Huh? There's so much into it. But if we can just, Prabhupada says, don't try to understand Krishna. Just try to develop our love towards Krishna. It's not possible for us to understand Lord Krishna. But even if we can understand Him, even in minute way, In this way, we'll be able to surrender to Lord Krishna. We mentioned this earlier also. Without surrender, there is no love. And how do we surrender to Krishna? By understanding Krishna is the greatest. That's what Arjuna did. He understood Krishna's greatness is unlimited, beyond the conception of the mind. You cannot contain it. It knows no boundary. That finally he surrendered to Lord Krishna, especially when Lord Krishna showed his universal form, which is the next chapter. After that, he concluded, I was treating you just like my friend, but I was sitting same way like you did, same platform. But no, you are none other than it says Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram, Uttamam. Huh? He is the Supreme. Any questions? Yes, sir. You have a question? Huh? Yeah, give the microphone. Maybe he can ask. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, this is... I'm gonna tell you the last time, okay? Krishna is not a poor man. We have to get the best microphones here. You have the best speakers, Bose. So this has to be also on the same level as this, okay? That is your #1 assignment. And we will order them, okay? Tell this to Uddhava Prabhu. Whatever they have in the temple room, you must have here also. This is not the best. What is his question? Huh? No purport, only translation. Huh? What? Use the microphone, whatever the microphone will produce. Is it like this during the Bhagavatam class here? Huh?
Question is how Lord Krishna uses his powers.
How?
Krishna uses his powers.
He uses it accordingly to the purpose how he wanted to use it. Even though he's the creator, he's the distractor, he's everything, but as a child he did not show all of them. But in different incarnations, he showed the magnitude of what he can do. He showed. Lord Krishna, as Lord Nrsimhadev, he came out of the pillar. As Matsya inundated the whole entire, practically the whole world was inundated with water, and Matsya saved the Vedas also, right? So he manifests according to the need or the activities that needs to be exemplified or be performed. That doesn't mean that it's only up to that much. That's why he is called many, many names, unlimited names according to his activities. Giridhari, lifter of Govardhan Hill. Kesi Nisudana, killer of the Kesi demon. And no like this. This is the opulence of Lord Krishna. Okay? I think we stop here. It's a little very difficult. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.